Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Logic Medico. Today's interesting topic is auditory pathway, also called as central auditory pathway. If you are new to our channel, kindly consider subscribing. Don't forget to press the thumbs up icon if you like the video and the bell icon to get the latest notification of the video which I upload. Share this video with your family and friends. So without much delay, auditory pathway. So we start this auditory pathway. This is the pathway. It appears complicated now. So at the end of this video, it will become easier. So auditory pathway begins at the level of cochlea. Within this 2.5 turn snail-like structure called as cochlea, there is one receptor for that. It is called as organ of Corti. It is a receptor for hearing. So this is the first point you have to remember. This organ of Corti, as you can see, has got hair cells, inner hair cells, outer hair cells. They are embedded within a membrane called as membrana tectoria. So the vibration of this cilia on the top of the hair cell or the shearing movement of this will result in entry of potassium ion into the cells, depolarization of the cell, resulting in conversion of the sound energy into electrical energy which the neuron can understand. These neurons which are picking up this information is called as cochlear ganglia. Collection of neuronal cell body outside the CNS is called as ganglia. Since it is present in the cochlea, we can call it as cochlear ganglia. Since the cochlea is spiraled around a bony projection like a thread of a screw, so the ganglion also is spiraled like that, so we can also call it as spiral ganglia. So from the organ of Corti, that is the first point, that is a receptor for hearing, the information is carried by cochlear ganglia, the first order neuron, also called as spiral ganglia. The axons of these are called as cochlear nerve. The vestibulocochlear nerve is divided into two divisions, vestibular nerve and the cochlear nerve. These cochlear nerve travel up to the brainstem. Brainstem consists of three parts: midbrain, pons and medulla oblongata. In the pons, this is the anterior portion of the pons, anterior portion, that is the posterior portion. There is anterior and posterior nucleus, but most books give it as ventral and dorsal, which are synonymous. So the information relates into these nucleus, that is ventral and dorsal cochlear nucleus, along with one body called as trapezoid body, also called as corpus trapezoideum. So this is present along with one more nucleus called as superior olivary nucleus, if you can remember that. So at pons, what all we saw? The ventral and dorsal cochlear nuclei, the corpus trapezoideum and superior olivary nucleus. So the information from these set of neurons will travel upwards into one area that is called MGB, medial geniculate body of thalamus. Before doing so, it will also few fibers will relay in this inferior colliculus. That's a part of a midbrain. Inferior colliculus will come to that in the end. So we are talking of auditory pathway. So these bundles of fiber, the second order neuron beginning from ventral and dorsal cochlear nuclei forms one lemniscus. It is called lateral lemniscus. This lateral lemniscus or the auditory tract ends in the MGB of thalamus, medial geniculate body of thalamus. The fibers from the MGB of thalamus projects onto the cerebral cortex. It's like a radiation. You can call it as auditory radiation. Auditory radiation. It will project onto the area number 41 and 42, which is present in the upper portion of the temporal lobe. We call it as superior temporal gyrus. The area numbers are 41 and 42. So the sound is perceived over here in your temporal lobe, superior temporal gyrus, area number 41 and 42, which is called as primary auditory cortex, where the perception of sound wave happens. Primary auditory cortex. It's present in the temporal lobe of the cerebrum or your brain. Surrounding this area, there will be associations auditory cortex or the secondary auditory cortex, which helps in understanding of the spoken language. That is also called as Wernicke's area. But this overall is an auditory pathway. The extra points in this pathway which you can understand and analyze is, starting from corpus trapezoideum, few fibers, these are the extra points, few fibers descend downwards See, from the corpus luteum it descends downwards into the fifth cranial nerve and seventh cranial nerve. It controls these cranial nerves. The fifth cranial nerve is trigeminal nerve. The trigeminal nerve has got three divisions, as the name suggests: ophthalmic, maxillary, and mandibular. The mandibular division of the trigeminal nerve supplies one muscle, tensor tympani. This muscle anchors the handle of malleus, which is in turn anchored to the tympanic membrane. So whenever a loud wave arises, tensor tympani contracts, prevents the rupture of the ossicular chain. So that is called as tympanic reflex. The same corpus trapezoidum or the trapezoid body projects the information to seventh cranial nerve, which is the facial nerve, that supplies one more muscle which is there in the middle ear called as stapedius. As the name suggests, this muscle begins from the posterior wall of tympanic cavity attached to stapes or stapes. So therefore, the nerve controlling that is seventh cranial nerve or facial nerve. Imagine the tensor tympani is fatigued now. It's fatigued. So some other backup should be there. That backup is stapedius and the seventh cranial nerve or facial nerve. That is one point. Second extra point which you can understand here is, few of the fibers I told you from the ventral and dorsal cochlear nucleus and corpus trapezoidum goes into the inferior colliculus of midbrain. From the inferior colliculus of the midbrain, the superior and inferior colliculus of midbrain together called as tectum. So this tract which is descending down into the spinal cord is called as tectospinal tract. Tectospinal tract. It controls the ventral gray horn of the spinal cord. So from that level, it controls the neck muscles and the body muscles. So what happens if someone snaps